Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back to my humble channel of Epic 7 content. I'm Senchai, and today I have something special for you. I will have a summoning video up for Archdemon Mercedes. I have already pulled her, and we are going to actually be using her in Guild Wars today. So I'm going to show you guys at the end of the video my stats, and I'm going to explain to you kind of my overall thought process on her and where she's good. I think she's a phenomenal unit, especially with how the meta is in RTA, in Arena. I mean, even in Guild Wars, I think that she could be a really amazing unit to lock out some of the standard units that you see, like Fallen Cecilia, Tywin, Arbiter, Kayron, all that other sort of stuff. And she has the durability to survive, which is also really good. I took yesterday to level her up, test her out in RTA Arena, and today is going to be my first time testing her in Guild Wars. So I'm going to go and find us an opponent, and I'll get back to you in just a moment. Alrighty, and we have our first battle for today. Top team is going to be hopefully really simple. ML Ken will kill Arby, ML Ken will kill Charles, Ravi will kill Charles, Haste will protect. It's going to be all good. Bottom team, it's risky. I have no sustain, but Flurry should target my Seaside, Kayron should target my Archdemon, and Burrell should target my Archdemon, which should give her enough to kind of counterattack and everything like that. So I'm hoping that her damage mitigation from the 30% reduced critical hit chance will keep her alive. Because it would be a real damn shame if my debut just ended on the first match. So what my plan is I'm going to lock out the Kayron's ability to go immortal, and Seaside Bologna will hopefully deal enough damage to both Flurry and to Kayron to have Ruel kind of like have a hard time keeping them both up. Alright, I'm liking this. So top team, same stuff. Bottom team, Crowd's gonna take the Flurry, Archdemon Mercedes, and Rylet gonna go ham. So hopefully this works out. I'm very confident, as you can tell in my voice. She's really cool. She is really cool. I think she's a really neat unit. I put her on Violin. I initially had her on Crown for the stun, but I think Violin giving herself that own like strip is what really kind of gets her that extra oomph. Alright, let's start by her down. Okay, so this counterattack should kill him. Oh my. Yeah. I'll just do this. Don't want Charles going berserk all of a sudden. Let's get that defense break going, make this a little bit faster. Just kind of hoping to land a stun there, but there we are. Perfect. Alright, now time to do the real fight. Let's see if this actually works out. Alright, Goes for the crown. Excellent. My resistance crown actually resisted. I want to put... This is going to be a counter K-Ron with how slow he is. Can I push back the Roel? No, she's high resistance as well. I'm going to lock out the Clory. And now hopefully she'll go that and she'll strip the immunity. What do I want to do? I think... Yeah, we'll pop the K-Ron. And then hopefully my Rylet will do the Rylet thing and he'll dodge. Miracles happen. I'll just put it back on Clory because she should AoE. And that'll kill K-Ron. So now this is all just about like getting the Roel down, but so long as I'm keeping Clory's passive locked down, they're not going to be getting that continual heal. So I would say that Archdemon Mercedes has this really weird way of cutting down the longevity of units. So now she locks K-Ron out, and this is why I have her on a counter set. It's to help build up the skill 3, get the strip with Violin. He's blinded now. Luella's next. So I will smash her. She should heal Clory. Oh no, she'll heal herself. I was wrong. Okay, so now let's... We'll use this. Get the burns, get the strip. And now it's her turn again. I think I will burn just to guarantee land this, and then hopefully she'll get a trigger into her skill 2. And this should kill the K-Ron. Put blind on everybody. Let's see. I want to look at the cooldowns real quick. So yeah, Roel is kind of in a pickle right now. And then, where's my Rylet? Yeah, so I'm actually going to horse Roel. And then when she attacks Rylet again, Rylet will go off and either kill her or Clory. Alright. There goes Roel. But for this whole fight, Flory hasn't been able to actually heal any of her allies with her passive, which I know it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but if you think of it like she's healing everyone for like 1800 HP on all of her turns, and you know, we've had 5 turns, 6 turns, you know, that's a lot. Alright, I will go and find us our next opponent to face. We're back. So, Last Rider Crow, I have my new ER built Lilius, so she should, quote unquote, should resist the Cerise with her Restrict and with her Stun and Unbuffable, ML Haste, counters the RB, Charles, counters the Last Rider Crow and the RB and her, and, you know, strips them and kills them, and it's a good time. Bottom team, same team that we did last time, totally different team. I know that Rylet has a hard time against Stine, but you know, we'll see what we can do. Charles should go after Crow. Paul and Cecilia should go after somebody, probably Crow if Charles hits him hard enough. and Stine should go after, I think, probably my Rylix. So this is more like a race against the clock to see, can I blind the Stine enough and like kind of kill the Fallen Cecilia fast enough to get to the Stine before my guys die, or what? So bottom team is really easy. Initially, if you just want to go like Seaside Bologna with your own Fallen Cecilia and or like just Crow and a Doris, because Doris will take all the aggro. She'll give defense buff. Crow should take so much damage that Charles will focus on him, and then you can just Crow Charles down. Just saying, you know, I know that this has a big potential to fail. So, but we'll see. I have faith in my Mercedes, and if she dies, then I'll surrender. If she's going to die, I'll surrender. That is. Okay. What do we want to do? I'm gonna just try and kill Arbiter if I can get that skill 2 proc. There we go. And then we'll get the barrier. Greater attack buff. So this shield should absorb the majority of all the damage we're gonna get. And then hopefully Charles can just straight up kill Arbiter again. Perfect.
Shall we bring this to a close? I'll pierce straight through.
Well, we'll break the barrier. But that's not the important part. The important part is that everyone stays alive. So and from here, yeah, she's doing it. 200 ER, Lilia's pulling her weight. And Charles is doing what I was hoping he'd do. And this is why I love Charles. Excellent. Okay.
Look into my eyes.
Stress test time.
Say my name.
Okay, she missed. That's always good. Can I get a counterattack trigger from Mercedes? Okay, no. Which is okay. And then I want to. Oh, I did not land it. And this is the thing. Like sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. So right now, my Mercedes has 140 effectiveness, and when you're building a unit like this, you're not thinking about the unit, like you're not trying to build up to 200 effectiveness and all that sort of stuff. You want to build effectiveness and well-rounded stats so that you're able to counteract any of the other units that you're trying to stop. So like T-Surin, Arbiter Vildred, you know, Riley, all these guys, they don't have... she resisted again. But now this should strip. I'm gonna get rid of this Charles, hopefully. But you're trying to lock out the units that matter. So, you know, a Tywin and Fallen Cecilia, none of the T-Surin, all these guys, they're not going to have effective resistance builds. So really what it's going to come down to, it's going to come down to, you know, who you're deciding to lock out, how much effectiveness is that unit typically going to have, and then from there you can adjust yourself. So like, I'll burn this just to show you what I mean. So now no one's going to be getting the barrier. And now this should blind everybody. So now Fallen Cecilia can't keep herself up, which totally reduces the longevity that she has. Okay, Prom might die. So now we're gonna get the burns out. And these burns actually hit for a substantial amount. It's actually quite impressive. Can I land the blind? Alright. So this will probably hit my crow. Poor guy. Okay, he's dead. So, and I'm not sure if that will prevent or stop Stine from having her enhanced like stats from her passive, but I think it does. So I think as soon as you get to the final point of it, like Stine already hits really hard, so it doesn't really matter. But Archdemon Mercedes, when it gets to that point, she can stop that passive, stop that bonus damage that you're getting, or that the enemy's getting, and then, you know, you're all set and ready to go. Kind of. So I'll go fight as our next opponent. I hope you guys are enjoying this. You know, definitely, if you guys have any recommendations for Archdemon's Shadow, or whatever you want to call her, Archdemon Mercedes, you know, leave it down in the comment section below. But yeah, let's go and find our next opponent. And we are back. Now, I have to say, I found the perfect opponent, and it was kind of hard for me to decide who I wanted to take Archdemon's Shadow against, because all three of these guys have passives that they rely on heavily. Revive, evasion buff, plus his skill 3 if he evades enough, and Fallen Cecilia, her barriers, or SSB with her counterattack passive, and same with Macon. So I decided to go with these teams. I wanted a redemption arc for my little Queen Charlotte. Hopefully she lives. I'm pretty sure she'll live. Let's hope. And then for the top team, I'm taking in a really basic RGB team. So Seaside into Seaside, Charles into Seaside, Charles into Ken, Lilius for the cleanse. They do have ROL there for the longevity part, but what I'm hoping is that I'm just going to beat up the Seaside Bologna, so Ruel will have to focus all of her healing on that. And then from there, my Seaside will defense break the ML Ken. And yeah, no, it should just pretty much go from there. I mean, I could always just, if I wanted to try and play it semi-safe, I could just go Rowana instead of Lilius, which I actually might just do. These, I'm fairly confident with this. It just really comes down to, will my little Queen Charlotte survive the attack from both the Rylet and the Arbiter Vildred, is what it comes down to. So yeah, best of luck to us. So this is a really slow Seaside and a really slow Ken. Let's... So this is already going to trigger Roel to use her skill 3. And this should trigger my Seaside to use her skill. Can I land that defense, or that strip? Hopefully, I think she should bring back the Seaside Bologna because she died first. Oh no, she brought back the Ken. Okay, so this can be dangerous. Yeah, this just got dangerous. I guess probably what I want to do is I want to get the defense buff up on my Charles. Ken's not going to take any damage, so he's not going to get that increased attack based on the amount of missing HP he has. Okay, that was close. Okay, I just gotta hope that I can strip him. Nope. Okay. Can I get that strip to land a defense break? I will go ahead and just do this. This will hopefully make him unbuffable and unhealable, which is what's gonna get him royally messed up. See? And then she comes back. Don't crit Rowana. Wow, my Rowana killed him. That was, see, way to go. Critical hit chance for Rowana. I knew it would come in handy. Okay, so excellent. Just push her forward.
Time to stretch. Go for a walk. Or call a friend.
Thank you, Alexa. Okay. Let's go and heal up. Alright. Hopefully we can get another counterattack here. Nope. Okay, so we'll get rid of yours. And then I want to nullify her barriers. Now this should strip. Perfect. I'm going to kill Arbiter. Okay. Now I want to get rid of his evasion. So now he shouldn't be able to build up stacks if I'm... Yeah, see, he didn't build up any stacks. So I know because CC can't get her barriers, I'll burn this. I don't need to, it just makes it 100%. Now she gets the reduced hit. And from here, it's easy because she doesn't have any way to protect herself. Like, what makes CC and Arbiter Vilgud and all those guys so dangerous is because they have that extended longevity from their passives. Okay. Easy stuff. Alrighty. Well, I do hope you guys enjoyed this little showcase of Archdemon Shadow. I'll be sure to show all of my unit stats and all their information at the very end of the video. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. So, my Archdemon Mercedes, or my Archdemon Shadow, I have skilled up all the way, and these are her stats. So, the reason that I went for these stats overall, and I'll show you the pieces, having her on counter allows her to have a Charles-esque like counter phase where she can skill 1 into her skill 2. And like Charles, in a sense, if you give her Violin, it has that same kind of strip potential, in the sense of it can take away all their barriers, their evasion, their attack buff, the stealth. Really it just helps. It helps her work and function on her own. I did try her on Crown, which I gave to my ball because he was initially using my Violin, just because I liked having that double strip on his skill 2. her effectiveness, it really is up to you and your gear limitations. Don't feel like you can't use her just because you don't have 200 effectiveness or 180 effectiveness. Effectiveness is important on her, but the important thing really is to make sure you have enough effectiveness for the units that you want to seal. Arbiter Vildred, a Tywin, T-Surin, Rylet, all of these units are very popular. I mean, including FCC, all these units are really popular, and they don't go on effective resistant builds because they have ways to combat debuffs. There are cleansers, like Lilius, who can cleanse her. Potion Vial can cleanse her. If you're having issues with people Potion Vialing you, you can run another debuffer. Silverblade Araminta. ML Ball is really good. You could use Fire Tenebria with her if you wanted. I don't really use Fire Tenebria, and I don't have ML Aura, sadly. I had to skip out on her to make sure that I got ML Archdemon Shadow, and I'll have enough to get the next. Hopefully, it's Tywin or someone. But the important thing is building up her defenses, because her passive ability that reduces all critical hits by 30% really, really helps her stay alive and in the game. And then her skill 2, making it so people have a decreased hit chance, helps your entire team, which is why I feel like she's really good for bruisers and for kind of like stall comps, because you're reducing that damage even more, and reducing the chance to be critically hit even more, which is why you still want to have that good defense and that good HP. Just because you want good defense, because if people aren't critically hitting you, you want to make sure that you're negating some of that initial damage. And also you want to make sure that you're bulky enough so if people are using defense piercing abilities like Rylet, you'll have enough HP to survive that and you won't get one shot. Now, I've taken her against a couple Rylets, and she's taken about 3 to 6k damage from his skill 3 because of her damage mitigating ability for the 30% reduced damage. This was in Arena. I'm in Champion Arena. I don't know if it was poorly geared Rylet, or if that's just how much damage she just prevents right out the gate, because I've seen Rylet hit for about 15k before. It's really, really obnoxious. So she's an excellent dark bait unit. She can bait any of the light units and maintain herself quite well. So that's also something to take into account. One of the most durable mages I have ever had. Her and Sage Ball are great control, great bruiser units that you can use to help you kind of hold off or prevent stall comps like that use FCC, or cleave comps that use Arbiter. I think she's really good. She might not be for everybody, because you can just run Bassar and make people unbuffable, which stops Fallen Cecilia and ML Crowd. You can do a whole bunch of things. It all comes down to the units that you have, your play style, and if you just like her, if you like her just because she's waifu material and you have been playing since the very beginning and you wanted her since then, I mean, by all means, definitely get her. I think she is worth it with her seal effect. But that's just me. I'll be interested to see what you guys feel, how you guys build her. Definitely leave that in the comment section below. If you have any questions for me, I'll happily answer them as soon as I can. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your time. I do hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this helped you kind of decide if you wanted to pull for her or not, or if you weren't sure how to build her. Now you'll have like a better idea, Sorry, I forgot to show the pieces. Just effectiveness, defense, speed, HP. So, and I'm excited for when I get this up, because it'll get her over the 143, or the 140 effectiveness that I personally wanted. So, anyway, thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.